Hey guys, what's up? It's Kathy and I'm back with another process video, and this one's a little bit late getting up because I had hoped that I would be better before having to do any more voiceovers, but I'm not, so I just have to muscle through it with the head cold or whatever it is I have right now. So it's just showing you I had a piece of paper from Pink Paisley, and I think it was called I think it's from the Wild Child collection. They had some kind of more a feminine line and a masculine line of the same type of stuff. And I took embroidery floss and I stitched around the outside of all the clouds, and I stitched it in colors that matched the stripe. So where it was purple, I stitched it purple. If the cloud went into a red part, then I stitched it red, so there was a bit of like an ombre effect going on with it. And then I took this Paige Evans cut file from the Silhouette shop, the circle one that says hello, and I'm backing it with vellum. And I believe now you can get her cut files for Cricut as well. I think she just put up a post about that. And as you can see, I did it in a way so that the L's and the H and all the loops did not have vellum in them. I just kind of wanted it to show through. And I mean, yeah, I am covering up some of the stitching, and I could have not stitched in those areas, but I really wasn't sure where I was going with it, so I just stitched in every area. And that did take a little while, and basically my method for doing it is I put foam behind my paper, and I take a pin and I just punch holes and then stitch. And it does take a while, and you have to flip the paper back and forth, and it's kind of boring and stuff like that. So I usually do it when I'm watching something or doing something else, or maybe I'm transferring files, which takes forever and a day on my computer, even though my computer is not really slow, but still takes forever. And the reason I made this layout was actually because I had a guest spotlight on January 31st over at the Scrapbook Expo blog. And so I made a new layout specifically for that blog post, and I had another video going up that same day, so I didn't end up getting a chance to put this video up or picture up yet. So I'm putting it up now. So if you're interested in seeing the blog post, you can obviously go to scrapbookexpo.com and just go back in their blog posts and find it. It was only a couple days ago, and it was really awesome, and I was super excited to get to do it. It's a big honor for me to be asked to do any kind of guest spot or anything, because I don't consider myself I'm just this little person in the industry. So whenever I get asked to do something, or I make a team or different things like that, it really, really helps me keep progressing in everything that I'm doing. I do apologize if you guys can hear noise in the background. Just everybody's home today, and this was the only time I could get to record, and it's like the middle of the day with 3 kids up, and I'm sick, and my husband's sick, and my oldest 2 really have a good way of they are not siblings that get along. I can hear them screaming right now. Anyway, supposed to have some time to myself. I'm hoping to have some time to myself. So I did cut out a lot of what I was doing in this layout, and it did make the video shorter. But the reason is because I just struggled so much with how I wanted to lay out everything. And some of that was definitely the pressure that I felt under whenever I am asked to do something like a guest spot. I always want to present my best, and I always worry about stuff like that. And I shouldn't. I should just kind of go with it and be like, whatever. Like, this is, even if it is my best at that moment, there'll always be a better one down the road, because we all grow and learn, and our styles change as we develop. So anyway, so I grabbed products from the Pink Paisley line that was over the summer. It had a lot of holographic pieces. It had definitely colors that would go well with what I'm trying to accomplish. I had that pink acetate heart just sitting on my desk, and it was from Cute Girl. I grabbed some other Cute Girl stuff. I went through my Valentine's Day stuff. I think it's called Main Squeeze. It's the new crepe paper one. I was just grabbing anything that was kind of girly, kind of fun, kind of funky. And then I remembered I wanted to put sequins in the back of this file. So I just dumped a bunch on on the back, which, you know, is a way you could do it if you knew you had a large file. And I'm gluing it down because I didn't want to stitch around stitches and stuff like that. So I made sure that the whole thing glued down. And one of the big things I wanted to do was I apologize for continuously clearing my throat. I went to a craft shop recently, and I picked up some patches because they make really cute patches now for putting on clothing and stuff like that. And I'm going to have to go pick up some more because they had some really adorable ones. And I only managed to pick up like 2. And I definitely wanted more. And they're really funky, and I loved that rainbow one. It was just really cool and different, and I wanted to include it. And because it had the sharp black outline, it was great with that acetate heart. So I do have it up at the top, but I am going to move it eventually. And the rest of this whole layout is literally just me moving stuff around and just not being able to decide where I want to put stuff. So I also, you don't really get to see it, but I did alter my photos. And I actually altered them a little bit in an app called, I'm going to go look at it on my phone now because I don't remember what it's called. Oh wait, it's not in that. Oh, I'm not smart sometimes. Photo Fox. And you can do some different things with it. And one of the things was you could kind of draw around the photo, and it made this really cool kind of rainbow funky effect. Very 80s, late 80s, early 90s inspired. And so I did that around the photos of my daughter, just to add something a little bit more to the photo. You would never notice it watching the video, or you'd have to be up really close to look at it. So I ended up using a whole combination of different products. I really wanted to just use up some stickers, and I just wanted it to remind me of when you were kids and maybe you collected stickers. I loved stickers as a kid, but I didn't collect them in like a sticker book or anything. But I loved stickers. And they weren't that easy to find where I lived, so anyway. I just liked the idea of kind of clustering a whole bunch of funky stickers and flowers and different stuff around, and anything that said like flower power was great because she was blowing the dandelions and stuff like that. And I'm going to use the holographic Pink Paisley summer collection letters because they just would match perfectly with this, especially because I didn't bring in any metallics otherwise. Like I did not bring in any gold or anything like that. So there is like a blue foil, I think, on the new Pink Paisley Wild Child stuff for the girls. It's like a teal foil. So this works well because of course it's reflecting a whole bunch of different colors. And I just like the title going around there, and it's light enough that it works. Now, these are rhinestones that are flat backed. They're not sticky. They came in a pack of stuff that came with something my daughter had, and she didn't care. She didn't use them. The pack ended up in my room. And there were sequins. I'm trying not to cough. There were sequins in it too. But I saw that there were some rhinestones that I could use that kind of matched in color, and I just thought, well, that'll be just something a little bit funky to add to it as well, because you guys know I really like to use different textures and different products. And now I'm like, okay, so now I got to go invest in more rhinestones because I really like the look of it. And I'm going to do a little bit of ombre splatters, so I'm doing like the mint or the teal up at the top. And I don't have the purple from Heidi Swap. It's hard to... I'll have to order it online because I can't find it here. And then I did the peach on the very bottom. And then I think I did a little bit of pink on the top by the pink. And then that is it. That's the whole layout. It's just a really fun, vibrant, kind of reminds me of like 90s awesomeness layout. So thanks so much for watching, and bye.